and welcome back when we left off last time in our chill game as the Ottomans, where it's diplomacy time. As we start to work our way through all the people that we can do diplomacy with. One by one, convince them of the superiority of the Ottoman cause. At the same time, starting to prepare for what comes after. Which is probably sending troops to the holdouts in the east. So the next Diplotech we're taking is the one that gives us the Imperialism CV. So basically everyone with a war score cost of less than 100 that we can basically march our troops on without having to do much fleet action, we can one by one simply remove from the game. So Wu has probably actually saved itself. Oh, no, it hasn't. So Wu's probably going to disappear. So yeah, we're going to basically... Maybe I might do a war with Russia instead. Yeah, let's pile everyone up on the Russian border, because the Russians are probably going to be the person we're going to have to take multiple swings at. They're going to take like 3 wars. So we'll do Russia. Start moving everyone basically east towards Russia. And we're just going to start chipping bits off of... We're going to start the first chip of stuff off of Russia as soon as our guys are... Or as soon as our diplomacy is done. So maybe you can wait for a minute. Seven armies. I know the Russians don't necessarily have a lot in the Far East. But at the same time, just overwhelming them everywhere is a good way to make sure that the Russians aren't able to do significant counterattacks. We're going to be spending quite a while to get stuff out of the UK anyway. You're actively doing, or should actively doing a landing, yes. I think you're carrying troops. Might not be carrying troops. Either way, check to see if you are by landing them. You landed, so let's get you back out to the coast of the Fours. We got those guys going to places where they'll be back in nation. Okay. Okay, the people farthest along of the people that we're doing group relations with is Flanders, so we will start with Flanders. Flanders is a prince of the Empire, but that's probably not enough to save them, because their one province minor. Yeah, I think we can still Flanders. Flanders might actually take a little bit longer, because we're going to have to get their trust up as well. But that's not a reason to not try. Oh, and that's maybe a reason that it's... we'll wait. Worst case scenario, Flanders is the last one left. We'll swap over to Statesman, so we get the conversion most that way. Okay, bring those guys to port. Sadly, 2 of our transport fleets got destroyed, so it's going to take us a little longer, or one of our transport fleets got destroyed, so it's going to take us a little bit longer to get them all saddled up for the move. Oh, we now have the ability to press Unify Islam. We are now officially referred to as the Caliph. And we can declare the Second Islamic Golden Age. Every Muslim nation is able to enact a Second Golden Age, or extend the current one by 50 years. Cancel an existing or previous golden age, allowing a new one. Yes. Another 50 years of golden age. Today is a day to celebrate. And apparently that's the first time I have actually unified Islam under one nation. I just got the Steam achievement for that. We'll start playing them. I think we're going to get an event that'll release Al-Andalus, but we'll see. And if it does, I'm then wasting a little bit of admin power, but that's fine. We've got enough. Okay, Flanders is improved enough once we get enough favors to bring up the trust. And we're big, so we generate favors fast. Next biggest one is Iceland. We're gonna have to get some of the closer ones for Iceland, I think. In fact, Iceland might be the only one we aren't able to do because of the distance modifier. We'll see. Okay, next one is Wales. Wales is close enough, we just need to get them up to 190. Okay, you get ashore. You go get the next one. Or you load on that one. This one gets ashore. Marches somewhere in Italy. You're loaded. Go to Nates. Gotta wait for him to come back from Luga now. Whoops, I did. Send gift. No, we didn't do inflation, so we'll do inflation next, and then we'll be in a position to offer vassalization on the next one. They're at 200, so we can actually take the diplomat back from them. Because they will be vassals before it's a problem. Oh yeah, we definitely want to wait at least the month, so we can get the 10% savings here. Maybe we want to wait longer than that, but we'll see. I'm waiting for the 21st, I think, for the offer vassalization. 22nd. Yeah, we can actually embed the diplomat. Next target, Navarra. Offer alliance. Offer vassalization. There we go. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. I think I got the mic muted in time. Okay, so let's trade favors for trust. Okay, so in the next month tick, we'll be able to do then. Here. Influence Nation on the 19th. So we'll be able to do both of these, okay. Oh, you're the 23rd, so we'll do the 19th first. Highlight on the 23rd. They now no longer take up the Diplo slot. You get port. At this point, you don't actually... I don't need you any farther west at this point, so let's bring you back Constantinople, or to Alexandria. I have a mission, I believe, to do some trading in various provinces. Johor, Flores, Vishania C. Let's split you up into 80 and send 80 each place. Tech trade. Oh, it's on different names in the other place. Because of course it is. Flores C. Where are those? Oh yeah, no, the Straits of Johor. It's been presumably off of Johor. Johor. So I apparently spelled Johor wrong. Straits of Johor. Yeah, okay. So the Malacca node for one. In Malacca, it's going to be just use scroll across the map and try and search the entire menu. So you go there. We can splurge a little bit and give you an admiral to make you better. And then the 62, split in half. Let me find... Mission C. Philippines, okay. Protect in the Philippines. Again, we can grab another animal for you. And then the last one is the Flores Sea, which is the Spice Islands, okay. And we'll see if that's enough. If that's not enough, we can just make more boats. En masse. Because we can. And then back to diplomacy. 5th of February. Now we can take this diplomat back, which can help us speed up the other ones. There. Flanders is now a vassal. Did either Flanders or Wales help with Iceland? No, they're just too far away. Okay. Okay, let's... actually, I'm a little worried about these guys, Diplo Vassalizing guys, so we're going to move on the ones next to France next. Oh, and that was enough for that. No, it wasn't. We're at the position where we do address deferment again. Okay. We'll hold off a little bit. For military access, so on the 21st, we can end at Navarra. Another Ottoman Green province. Oops, I just deselected both. I only deselected one. There we go. This nation on the 18th? Is 18th for both? 17th for this one. At least they're good for something. Popular note, right? No, yes. At least they're good for something. Offer vassalization. Influence nation. And then once we go around again, it will be a bunch more offer vassalizations going out. Gascony, Normandy. 28th, we can make you an islet and get you Ottoman Green and have you stop taking up a slot. Yeah, a bit of a shame with you. You're too far away. I don't think we can overcome the 100-something malice here. That's pushing it. That is pushing it. Okay, so we probably move on from them. We're not going to be able to vassalize them. They're too far away. But we're still working here on Lyon. And working to promote to everyone to islets, so we can get them to stop taking Diplo slots. We'll roll the month over. I guess that gives us 5. No. of May. Welcome to the Ottoman Green. So at that point we just got Leon to vassalize, which we'll be able to do this, well, next month, early next month. And then we got an invasion of Morocco that, well, we gotta wait until the end of the treaty for that, but is a thing. Okay. And yeah, let's grab all the surplus troops. Basically everything in France. We might leave those guys down there because they're actually pretty well positioned for the invasion of Morocco. And everything in Italy. Oh, we'll leave one in Italy. One in Western Hungary. And then these are all going to get assigned to the Russian border. Because I think the beginning of next stream, the Russians are going to have a very, very bad day. That wasn't what I wanted. Darn misclicks. Probably something too just unbiased at this point. But something we're just gonna have to live with. Oh, I suppose at some point we need to finish off the Great Horde. But Imperialism, that's the next Casus Belli, and that's kind of the name of how we finish people off. Okay, let's see where people are. What I want to do to move them. Get as many people moving as plausible to appropriate spots for the beginning of next stream. Is it? I think this is going to be the last part of this stream. They're fine there, they're fine there. Probably don't need 2 down there in the Middle East. Each of the spots, so give some more to go to the Russian border. That one is. Okay, we got those guys on auto-sieging. Let's get them to at least come back up into our territory here in Eastern Africa. The odd unit that's already kind of where I want them. Going through the list. Bring over to the other one to move. That one's fine where it is. That one's fine where it is. Same there. That's fine. That one's fine. That's fine. Go on. Missed an opportunity to siege Portuguese places down. That's fine though. Okay. Let's let those guys move into position. I think now for Great Johor and the Flores Sea. Okay. So we do need more trade power both here and here. So that's probably more boats. Okay, we'll just build 200 more light boats. That should probably be enough. Oops, I forgot we're still working on Leon. 2nd of June. Offer Vassalizing. Okay. Promote Islet on the 4th of July. Yeah, I think we've reached the point where, other than maybe freeing people, we forgot Mutapa. We can do Mutapa as well. Let's send a diplomat to Mutapa. Other than freeing people from nations. Yeah, other than freeing people from nations, it is going to be imperialism all the way to the bank. To finish it up. Which means at this point, I think we can send, well, we're going after Russia, so let's have a diplomat go to Russia and start spying. I think this will just be a Russia war. Russia, I think, has no friends. I say Russia has no friends. Apparently Russia has friends. Which surprised me. Sorry about the commentary drop out there. Had to sneeze and decided that you probably wanted that muted. But yeah, looks like we'll be going after Russia. Don't necessarily want more wrestling expansion in Western Europe. Otherwise, we could go after Aragon. It doesn't really change anything. Wittenberg. Don't really want to deal with Austria. We're not really. Well, then we could do some stuff with Japan. Does Japan have friends? Japan has no friends. But yeah. And Japan is the one we'd want to spy on if we want to spy on ourselves. So let's embed some spies in Japan as well. troops move. We're going to Island. Free up for a double slot. We're now 7 of 8. There are some places like Scotland. Trying to mentally quickly do the math to figure out if I can make Scotland a thing. Vassalization-wise. Maybe? Oh, we lost our alliance with you. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I think Scotland we can still potentially make a thing. Then we've got a Pilot Republic. So we have an alliance. We can guarantee we can get 105 I improve, 50 for influence, and send gifts. So that's 155 for alliance, 115. Oh, and that's with guaranteed wealth. So we need another 75. No, I don't think it's currently possible. Okay. But yeah, at some point we may have to give up Holland as an ally. And I suppose we don't need to keep them as an ally either. And then we lost Frigate already, which is fine. And then just in a year, we should have the big expansion fleet built. Okay, see if that helps a little with me being able to talk. Okay, so Iceland, we did work out that we're not going to be able to vassalize Iceland. On the other hand, we didn't necessarily want them to be getting pissed with us, so we might as well just take that for once. Gets us up to our Diplo relation limit, so we shouldn't get royal marriage spammed as much. Surplus 2 guys should get assigned to own subject country improvements. Oh, almost forgot what I was going to do mid again. Whoops. Diplomat gets back in 15. Well, that opens up an interesting situation with Kilauea. Because I think Mutapa has a bunch of cores on Kilauea. Yeah, we can make Kilauea give a bunch of stuff back to Mutapa. Royal marriage, and then next year, 19th of January, we'll make the vassal. Do I want to take these three years early? That is always the question with tech sometimes. When you're technological superpower. Do you take them early? Oh, Kilo's a horse, and we can't have Kilo hand them back anyway right now. But we can have Kilo hand them back, which is fun in its own right. Right Islet. Bait again. Yeah. The chill game is the Ottomans. We control most of the territory from West Africa to East China. And we're going to probably, in the next couple streams, take over most of what's left. Alright, Russia's going to take a couple wars. It's going to take like 3 wars to take Russia on. Japan's Japan. We'll see how the Navy stuff goes with Japan. Depending on how Japan goes, though, the first one will probably be the one that makes it real easy. Either make it real easy or real hard. Russia doesn't have enough allies. Like, we just faced the largest alliance in the game, which was Portugal, Castile, Great Britain, and won casually because of their colonial positions. So I don't think, unless like everyone was at war with me, which is why I'm not necessarily going full on board with fighting everyone. But we're at the point where I think it would take everyone to be particularly threatening. But yeah, this is a chill game as the Ottomans, and I think we're in the stage where it's just starting to wind up. Because we may end up just conquering the world. We'll see. If we do, it'll be my first time conquering the world, so that's new for me. Oh, so it didn't change because we were the only government. Okay, those would do it, Caliph. I'm not sure what benefits that applies. Might not be saying because we are the Ottomans, right? To not confuse us. Okay, I think in this case we're going to take nobility can't be bought to get the stability point. Yeah, then at that point I am pretty much prepared for the war that's going to be next stream. So, I can, before I forget about it, there is the wonder over here that we can finish. Okay. And yeah, I think our troops are about as well prepared as they're going to be for the war, so this is probably where I should put the part break. Maybe I'll play out the rest of the year. That way we can pick up next time with me making the decision on let one take the techs early. I suppose for the war with Russia, we are actually waiting for Tech 23 here. Okay. I think I've suppressed the cough. We'll see. Oh, I can go speed it up because we're just waiting for people to move around. Yeah, I think our guys mostly in position. We're just waiting for the tech to come down so I can take Diplo Tech 23 at this point. where did my... Okay, they haven't fully built yet. Which is maybe a little surprising. I guess they had to double up in some places. So let's try to get the military / transport fleets in the right position as well. And that one. And we can move them to, like, Korea. Oh, we'll ship to Beijing. Christopher, man, yeah, we're not. We're kind of waiting to see if we get an event to fire that's gonna have us give these places over. I think the answer is no, but... Okay, that was where I was thinking we're gonna stop the stream. Next time that means I can go ahead and make the decision. Probably just will on the Diplo one. Less sure on the other two. Not sure how much we need it to fight the Russians after all. Russians are 22, so they're on the same tech as we are. But yeah, I'll make the decision when we're taking these techs at the beginning of next stream. So if you're watching on YouTube, there probably will be a part for you by tomorrow. Unless a delay comes up, I should have recorded the next part for you by tomorrow. I do normally record these in 5 parts, basically doing five games on a 5-day cycle, and do 5 parts a stream. This stream is a little bit shorter because I've only run 4 parts this stream. But we also cut a day out between the previous one and its previous one, so we're already one ahead. So it should still have one up for you tomorrow. But yeah, the stream is a little bit shorter. This is a 4-part stream instead of a 5-part stream. If you're watching on Twitch, I am about to end the stream. If you've got any comments you want to leave, now is probably a good time to leave them, and I'll try to answer them as the stream ends, or as I stop the recording. If you think of any comments later, feel free to hop over to YouTube and leave those comments there. If you have missed any of the earlier parts and you're watching on Twitch, feel free to watch on YouTube. The entire playthrough from the start is uploaded to YouTube, except for this stream, I believe. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, by this point it will be up there, because this is the last part that'll be uploaded. So you should be able to catch up at this point. So with that, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next part, or the next stream, and with that, bye for now.